Yeah, let us discuss about Jenkins today. First of all, among all the tools, Jenkins has some speciality because it is involved in every stage of our project. Jenkins is nothing but it is a orchestration build tool. The entire process is going to be to create any application or doing for any project. The entire process will be done through Jenkins itself. Let us discuss theoretically first. See, first of all, what the developer is going to do means he will be creating some code. After that, he is going to push it from IDE to GitHub repository. Not only GitHub, but some tools like source code tools. For now, in my project, I use Git as a source code repository. And now they will going to push it after doing all the tasks from the developer side. After developing the coding and compiling or everything, we will be pushing the source code code into source code repository GitHub. Okay, then what we're going to do means after that we're going to perform all the things short of the things in the CI in the Jenkins, that is we call as CI/CD. Jenkins mainly used for continuous integration and continuous deployment or delivery. Okay, after he is moving source code to GitHub repository, then we're going to perform some tasks. First of all, comes to Jenkins. Jenkins is a marker save architecture. The purpose of Jenkins master is to perform all the build activities, but the thing, all the but the need of using Jenkins slave is it is like a build tool. Okay, for Jenkins master we can perform the all the things like installing all the tools and performing in Jenkins master also. But if we perform all the things in Jenkins master, it will affect on the performance of Jenkins master. That's why we will going to using this slave missions. Okay, inside the slave mission only we are going to install some tools, required tools, then we're going to perform projects. Okay, we'll show you practically. Okay, so let us tell me about CI, how to create a project, how to create the application. Okay, first of all, the developer will send us some code from to GitHub. Then from GitHub to will be invoke the data. We this is let us consider this Jenkins as a Jenkins master, and apart from Jenkins master, I'm going to create one Jenkins slave. In Jenkins slave, I'm going to install. See, for creating the Docker image and performing all sort of work what we're going to do inside Docker, we can use Jenkins slave or we can use separate instance for Docker. Let us as of now, let I am taking Jenkins slave as a for Docker also. I'm considering Jenkins slave mission only. What I going to do means just I going to log in into my Jenkins master. This is my Jenkins master. Now I going to I'm going to use another tool as a Jenkins slave, another instance as for Jenkins slave, and there I'm going to install the required tools for Jenkins master is Jenkins slave is JDK. Yeah, we are considering Docker also means Docker, Git, Maven. These are the four tools we required actually for the Jenkins slave, because I'm not using a separate tool for Docker. I'm doing the purpose of Docker in Jenkins slave mission itself, and I'm not telling you about another instance for Docker. As of now, in real time environment we have to use another instance for Docker. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to install all the sort of things like tools required for Jenkins slave. And after installing all tools and after invoking my data from source code repository, and I'm going to clean my package by using Maven. Then we're going to establish the connection between Jenkins master and Jenkins slave using node configuration. I have already made a video for how to establish connection between node and Jenkins slave and Jenkins master. I have made another video. Now in Jenkins master, after establishing connection, we're going to use Jenkins slave mission. And again, after installing launching this Jenkins slave mission, we're going to create one after we're going to after invoking data from source code repository. Uh, inside our container, we're going to create one image. And after creating the image, we're going to build it and we're going to create one Docker file. Then we're going to push it into Docker Hub image repository. Nothing but Docker Hub repository. See, it's Docker Hub, Docker registry or Docker Hub. Then after what we're going to do means we're going to deploy both. So if you consider these two are responsible for deployment. After creating image, we're going to move it into Kubernetes, and there we're going to by using YAML script, we're going to deploy it. We're going to export our code and deploy and the services. We're going to expose our application to internet level. Then after with the unique environment, we're going to create some environments inside our Kubernetes like dev environment, UAT, QA, whatever it may be. And using Kubernetes cluster, all this process will be done. Then after doing there are some tools are missing. Let me show another tools also. It is another DevOps project, another image for DevOps project. See, first they have taken GitHub repository for source code. Then for continuous delivery and continuous deployment or continuous integration, they have used Jenkins. First, we're going to create some sort of things using Docker, Jenkins slave. We're going to create some images and invoking data and inside containers, and we will be pushing into Docker Hub. Then Ansible. We're going to use Ansible and Terraform also. Terraform is used for infrastructure as a code. It is used for continuous provision, and Ansible is used for continuous configuration. We're going to configure all the things which we have performed. Okay, like applications. Not only one platform, we're going to configure everything. Okay, using this Ansible. It is the configurations will be done using YAML script itself. Ansible is used for both Terraform and Ansible is used for continuous configuration. Mainly, it is used for Ansible is used for continuous configuration, and this Terraform is used for continuous prevention. And Kubernetes and Docker is continuous deployment. Deployment is nothing but where we are talking all about this deployment. Deployment is nothing but copying or transferring artifacts from one server to another server. And simply, we can say from source server to target server. That is how process goes on. This is all about this Jenkins. Everything is performed inside our Jenkins itself. Let me show you practically. We're going to build. We're going to do SCM checkout. We're going to build. We're going to create image. We're going to push it into Docker Hub. We're going to deploy to particular environment, and we're going to monitor using Jenkins. Everything is done through Jenkins itself. That is why Jenkins have high demand. Okay, see. Even though Jenkins, there are alternate tools for Jenkins, Azure pipelines, and Bamboo. There are some tools which will be used instead of using Jenkins. But till the date, 80 to 85% of the organizations are using Jenkins. That much demand Jenkins have. Okay, let us discuss about all these things. Okay, Jenkins. Jenkins for first of all, we have to install some plugins and we have to log in into Jenkins. Then we're going to have one dashboard. Here only we're going to appear what are the projects we have, what are the jobs we have created. These are the jobs I have created. Now, if you click on build history, it will show you the history of our building, which how many jobs we have created, how many executives we have made, and we have something called manage Jenkins, where all things will be doing here itself. Here something called system configuration, global setting configuration, global tools and the system. Let me click on it. We're going to add we're going to install all required tools inside here using plugins. Apart from it, let me explain you about this plugins first. Then you will going to get a clear cut idea. Go to manage Jenkins, come down. We're going to appear on option like plugins. Yeah, click on plugins. Plugins is nothing but it is the extension for any tool. I have already told in other video, I think so. it is in Jenkins, not only in Jenkins, in every tool it is extension for any tool. Plugin is nothing but in Jenkins we using plugins only. We're going to establish connection between tools, in between tools, like in from Jenkins with Jenkins, like Docker, Jenkins slave, and Git. Everything is possible using this plugin system. It is one way. In other words, we can say that plugin, with the help of plugins only, we're going to establish connection between Jenkins master and other tools. Okay, see, here's something we call as available plugins. These are plugins which are available in our Jenkins master. Jenkins is very popular because of this number of plugins. It contains a number of plugins, list of plugins. So many number of plugins. That is why it is so special. That's why people, organization, so much interest on plugins. If you, the available plugins is nothing but the plugins which are available in Jenkins master, and installed plugins is nothing but the plugins which I have installed. These are installed in my Jenkins master. Okay, now go to advanced settings. Here we're going to get some information about see, the main purpose of using this advanced setting means, suppose see, let me click Kubernetes. Kubernetes on let me use Prometheus. See here, have Prometheus. Let me click on Prometheus metrics. See, if I want to download a older version, I don't want to download latest version. So for that, we're going to use this advanced settings, and it will show you the progress of our downloading. If any updates available, it will show in the updates option. Okay, here we have update option. If you want to download a particular version, then we're going to use this advanced settings, and we're going to click here, separate new tab, and we're going to copy that path, and we're going to paste it in advanced settings. Okay, here, update site, deploy plugin. What are the plugin we going to use? What is the version we would need actually? Now, suppose we're going to consider like Tomcat 8.5. Actually, we are using, and if I don't want to use Tomcat 8.5, then I want to go use this try Tomcat 8.0 or something else. We can use this advanced settings. Okay, this is all about plugins. Plugins is the extension for tool. It is one way. It is, in other words, it is used to establish connection between Jenkins master and other tools. In here, something we call as tools. Tools, here we're going to configure, and we're going to adding some path to establish connection between Jenkins master and other tools. See, by default, I used this Git installation. I have installed this Git in my Jenkins master. That's why it is showing automatically. And I haven't I have installed Maven in Jenkins master though, but I have installed the Jenkins master in slave mission, and I simply given that name of the Maven which I have given, and the path. This is path where my Maven is installed in my Jenkins slave. Okay, this is how you can establish connection using plugins. And here we have another option called system. Here we can use some more plugins. Here we have something called as email notification. Yeah. Let me take a duplicate tab so that I can explain you very well. Yeah, here also we can use some plugins to establish connection between the tools. See, these are some plugins. I used SSH plugin, publish over artifacts. Here we call email notification. We'll look into it. I have ordered my Gmail account for it. And another, I have established connection between Tomcat server and my Jenkins master using SSH plugin. I have established a connection between Kubernetes and my Jenkins master using this SSH publish over SSH plugin itself. These are the things we can perform in using manage Jenkins system configuration. Now, there is one option for nodes and clouds. Here, what we're going to do means we're going to establish connection between Jenkins master and Jenkins slave. I have added two slaves. Jenkins one thing. You can add number of nodes, a number of slaves. Actually, I have done a video on how to add this perform this node configuration. You can watch that video. Okay. Now, let us. Yeah, we can monitor our node also. Let me go to dashboard. Okay, if you talk about pipelines, if you want to perform some jobs we simply call as jobs, not projects here. You can call it as projects or jobs. There are mainly we're going to use two types of projects. One is freestyle and another one is pipeline. Freestyle project is mainly used for okay, I'm going to create one freestyle project. It's all used for manual process. Freestyle is not using nowadays because freestyle is they are using because the main intention of using this freestyle project is to test and validate the source code. That is the main purpose of using this freestyle project. But people won't show some more interest on freestyle project because it's all required. It is all time consuming because everything, the configuration, everything is done through manual itself. That's why it is time consuming. I will take one style. Yeah, I will show you example for freestyle. Yeah, I've created one freestyle project. Okay, the main intention of using freestyle is to test and validate the source code. Okay, the drawback of using this freestyle is it is the everything process configuration is done manually. That is, it is why it is time consuming process. Okay, freestyle projects. Okay, let me. I have created one freestyle project. Here, if you want to test and validate source code, means you can simply give our GitHub repository. Okay, this is how we're going to, and we can build. There is option called add post build actions by okay, wait. Yeah, add build step. In add build step, there is, you have execute shell, invoke Gradle script, invoke top level maven targets. Using this, we can clean our packages also in freestyle project. And there's something called execute shell. How now we're going to perform on it. Yeah, see. Now before that, I can give some messages here. Echo. Okay. I'm going to create. I'm going to create. I'm going to create some files over here. Delete. No, okay. Dot txt. Echo x ice cream. Let me copy all these things and simply copy. This is okay now. Add is not. It is not mandatory to write in description. Just I have written. Simply paste here. Save and apply. Now I'll try to build it. See, in console output started by user g.v.dileep ready. See, echo. This is how we're going to use this freestyle projects. Okay. Just we can create some files, or we can test using execute cell scripting, or otherwise using this maven top level invoke top level maven. Let me go to configuration once again. In console output we'll get the entire information. If you it shows failure means, it will show the reason for the failure, what is the where the error, what is the main purpose, what is the reason for a failure, everything will be shown in the console output. Okay, let me go to my build step, come to my freestyle project, configure. I'm going to configure everything in manually. Okay, this is how we're going to use freestyle project. Now let us look into this pipeline project. Yeah, here add post bill options. We can send email notifications. We can take some reports using JUnit test reports, use like test engine reports, and we can generate some reports using published Java doc, and we have something called artifacts to transfer the artifacts. You can build other projects. These are something actually you can you can create email notification to the people whom we have to the recipient who want to send the status of our project or our job. Okay, now what we're going to do means, now let me create one pipeline project for you. Go to dashboard. Go to dashboard. Yeah, now I have already created pipeline project. I don't want to create it. Yeah. Yeah, let me show this project. Okay, now see, I have created on email, not email configuration also. Let me show you. Okay, let me create one more project. Click on new item. Right. Please. Or my pipeline. Click on pipeline option and create. Take okay. Click on okay. It will create one new pipeline project. See, initially now I am new to this page also because I am creating one new page. See, in pipeline project everything is automated. Everything is done through automation. That is the main purpose. All organizations will be using this pipeline script. There are two types of pipeline scripts. One is declarative, one is scripted. Declarative pipeline, unscripted pipeline. Jenkins use Groovy scripts to perform jobs. Okay. Here we have something called. Okay, let us discuss about this. See, here we have declarative Kubernetes, hello world. Let me take one simple try first. See, declarative pipeline always starts with the key. How can we distinguish between declarative pipeline and scripted pipeline? Means simply we can observe on the keyword. If the pipeline starts with a keyword, pipeline means it's declarative pipeline. If the pipeline started with the keyword node, means it's come under scripted pipeline. But mainly we're going to use this declarative pipeline itself. But it is easy to understand. It has some structure in declarative pipeline. But when it comes to these scripted pipelines, it has some set of application, set of statements will be used somewhat confusion when compared to declarative pipeline. Okay, always remember if it started with the script keyword pipeline, means it's a declarative pipeline. If it started with the keyword node, means it's come under scripted pipeline. Okay, we can add number of stages. Agent, if you talk about agent means on which mission you are using and which instance you are using. Actually, if you given like any means, you can perform on any slave missions, like you can perform it on a Jenkins master or Jenkins slave, or to how many slaves you have added to the Jenkins master. But if you specify any name, means like slave 1, slave 2, agent, the agent is used to identify the target server, target mission. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do means we're going to perform some. Sure, we're going to create one more stage. Stage. Simply we can create. Hello. 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 And click on enter. HTTP steps. Echo. Enable. Okay, then here the option hello one and simply save it. Now try to build it. It's failed because yeah. Let me configure again. Hello world one. Now let me save it. Let me build it now. Again it failed because Groovy control. See, it's showing we have used control. Okay, let me show you with my project. Actually, I don't want to waste time. So let me use my pipeline here. Continuous development, continuous delivery using. See, let me. Okay, I have already on pipeline, right? Let me use that one. Yeah. Here I have created one pipeline. Let me go to configuration. Yeah, here I'm going to copy the script and I'm going to paste it in my newly created pipeline. And I am trying to learn in slave vision 1, target mission 1, slave. Okay. Now let me save it and try to build it. Yeah. It's taking some time. Because my slave photo pipeline project 3, my IP issued my Jenkins slave 1. Yeah, slave 1 is offline. That is the reason. Yeah, bring this node back to offline. See, now it started building. Yeah, pipeline project. Yeah, it's successfully executed. Okay, now I have received my email notification because I configured email notification. Let me check whether I received my email or not. Let me go into my console output pipeline. See, I have sent a mail to email notification configuration. Let me check whether I received. Yeah, see, I received a mail. We can send mail to the developers or the particular team status or what is going on in every stage. We can send some email notifications to the people. Okay, this is how Jenkins will going to work. Jenkins has so many specialties. It is used for continuous delivery and continuous deployment, continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment. CI/CD, simply called it as. Okay, this is how we can use Jenkins. We can do anything from Jenkins itself, like right from start from stages, several stages like SCM checkout, tools, Maven build, creating of Docker images, pushing into Docker Hub, and then it is pushing into particular environment like Kubernetes, and we can perform like application layer. We can expose we can test our application using this Tomcat. It is used for, it is nothing but an application server, web application server. It is used to test our application, and we have something called monitoring tools like Prometheus and Grafana. We can monitor the tools, monitor Prometheus and Grafana using Jenkins itself. This is all about Jenkins. Okay. Okay.